Hello everyone, welcome to VR Computer Education. This is Rakesh. Today class 11. So today class we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is computer arithmetic. So usually arithmetic you can say in the mathematics, but in computer also you have arithmetic. So what is that we'll see. So first we'll see the definition of computer. A computer is an electronic device which receives data as input, processes it and gives output, which is also called as information. So generally the well-known definition, that is a computer is an electronic device which receives data as input, process it, so that data will be processed and gives output, and that output will call as information. Next, what is arithmetic? Arithmetic is a branch of mathematics that deals with the study of numbers. So it is a branch of mathematics, so deals only with the numbers, study of numbers. How? By performing various operations on them. So we have different types of numbers. So on those numbers, they are going to do different operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So when you perform these operations on the numbers, we'll get different numbers, and that is the thing is going to be done in the arithmetic. It's a branch of mathematics. Then what is the definition of computer arithmetic? So computer arithmetic is a field of computer science that make research how computers should represent numbers and how to perform operations on them. So computer arithmetic is a field of computer science that makes research. So they'll make research. What research? How computers should represent numbers and how to perform operations on them. So here we have some topics going to be discussed in computer arithmetics. What are those? Number system. Converting from one number system to another number system. Binary and binary arithmetic. So first we'll see what is number system, and we'll convert from one number system to another number system. Next binary, and next binary arithmetic. So first, number system means what? Number system is a technique to represent numbers in the computer system architecture. Every value that we are saving or getting from computer memory contains a defined number system. So whatever value we are saving or getting from computer memory has a defined number system. So computer is an electronic device. It can understand only two things, that is on and off. But computer number system was introduced which contains only two digits, that is 0 and 1. So computer number system contains only two digits, that is 0 and 1, which is also called as binary numbers. Here 0 represents off and 1 represents on, just like switch on and off. So here in the number system is classified into two types, that is non-positional number system and positional number system. So number system is a technique and it is classified into two types, non-positional and positional. First we'll see non-positional. So non-positional number system. So in early days, human beings counted on fingers using stones, pebbles or sticks to indicate some value. So to get some value in olden days, how human beings are counted on fingers or stones, pebbles, sticks. And this method of counting is called non-positional number system. So in this number system, if we make, so we have symbols, that symbols represent value, even though we change any position of a symbol. Here in non-positional number system, we have symbols that symbols represents the same value even though we change any position of a symbol. So let us see how. So I'm taking some sticks like this. You can see the colors, different colors we are getting. So sticks I have taken. Now you can count those sticks. So what will be the value? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that equal to 5. Now if I make any changes of the symbol position, then its value remains the same. That is non-positional. See, you can observe the colors. So if I change the stick position, the value remains same, that is 5. So let us see that example also. See now first example, how the stick colors are arranged, and you see the second example have changed the colors, stick colors positions also have changed. So if I change the position of the stick, the value also remains same. So if you change any position of a stick, that is called here symbol, the value remains same in non-positional number system. Now in positional number system, there are only few symbols called as digits. These symbols represent different values depending on the position they occupy. So in non-positional number system, if we change the position of a symbol, we are getting same value. But in positional number system, we don't get that same value. Depending on the position they occupy, we will get different values. See the example here, 1, 2, 3. It can be said 123. Now if I change the position of the number, then its quantity also changes. Let us see. See, I have changed the 1 and 3 position. So 3 comes first and 1 goes to last. Now it can be said 323. See, based on the position number changed, the value also changed. First one, that is 123, and second one, that is 321. See, like this, if you change any number position, the quantity also changes in positional number system. But in non-positional number system, if we are counting using sticks or pebbles or stones, so if we change the position and there is no change in the value, and this is the major difference between non-positional and positional. Now we'll see some types of positional number system, that is decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. Let us discuss one by one number system in detail. First, decimal number system. So in this number system, the base or radix is equal to 10. The base value, or you can call radix value, it is equal to 10. It contains 10 symbols, that is, or digits. So you can say 10 symbols, or you can call 10 digits, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from 0 to 9, the count will be the 10. So that's why 10 symbols or digits. In this number system, the digits can be represented as units, tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. So each position represents a specific quantity like units, tens, hundreds and thousands. And a power of base 10. So each position represents a specific quantity and represents a power of base 10. Means 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3 and so on. Power of base. Say power of base 10. Power of base 10. So example, see, I have taken 2586 is a decimal number. So it can be written as 2586 base 10 like this, base or radix. Next. Now let us see the each position quantity of a number 2586. Digit 6 in units position. So digit 8 in tens position, digit 5 in hundred position, and digit 2 in thousand position. So in decimal number system, each symbol or digit contains a specific quantity, right? So those are there. 6 units position, 8 tens position, 500 position, 2 in thousand position. Now see again, 6 units position, 8 tens, 500 and 2000 position. Next, units, tens, hundreds and thousands. So base 10 represents decimal number system. Now value can be written as 6 into 10 power 0. So then in the definition I said, and it is also represents base 10, power of base 10. So this 0 is the power and 10 plus 8 into 10 power 1 plus 5 into 10 power 2 plus 2 into 10 power 3. I can calculate 6 into 10, 6 into 1. So 10 power 1 means value is 1, means something to the power 0 is 1. So anything to the power 0 is value 1. So that's why 10 power 0 is 1. That's why 6 into 1. Next, 8 into 10. Next, 5 into 100 means 10 into 10. Next, 2 into 1000 means 10 into 10 into 10. Next, 6 into 1, 6. 8 into 10, 80. 5 into 100, 500. And 2 into 1000, 2000. And totally you can write 2586. 2586. Now let observe the values depending on the position digit 6 occupies in the number. So here now I'll change the 6 digits position. So based on the position changing, the quantity of 6 also changes. How? Let us see. Now 6 is in units position. So that's why 6 into 10 power 0, that is 6. When 6 goes to tens position, then 6 into 10 power 1, that is 60. Again when 6 goes to 100 position, that is 10 square, 6 into 10 square, that is 600. Now 6 comes to thousands position, then it becomes value 6000. See, observe. So in the when the position of digit changes, its quantity is also changing or its value is also changing. When 6 is at units position, its value is 6 only. When 6 goes to 10th position, its value becomes from 6 to 60. When 6 goes to from tens to 100, then its value become as 600. When 6 goes to 1000 position, and its value become 6000. So like this, position is changing, digit position is changing, and its values also will change. So this is what decimal number system. Next, binary number system. In this number system, the base or radix is equal to 2. It contains only 2 digits. So in the decimal number system, 10 digits or symbols, 0 to 9. Here only 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. Each position in a binary number system represents a power of the base 2. That is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 and so on. So this is the example for binary number, that is 101100 base 2. Next, after binary number system, next we'll see octal number system. So in this octal number system, the base or radix is equal to 8. It contains only 8 symbols or digits, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0 to 7 count will be 8. So that's why 8 digits or symbols. Each position in an octal number system represents power of the base 8. So power of base 8, that is 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2, 8 power 3 and so on. And example like this, 257 base 8, a octal number. After this octal, next hexadecimal number system. So in this number system, the base or radix is equal to 16. It contains only 16 symbols or digits. First 10 digits are the same digits of decimal number system, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The remaining 6 digits are the alphabets, that is A, B, C, D, E and F. So each position in a hexadecimal number represents a power of the base 16, that is 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2 and 16 power 3, so on. So let us see the representation of hexadecimal once again clearly. So this is the example. Now you can see hexadecimal number system. So 0 to 9 is the same decimal numbers, and the 10 means A, 11 means B, and C represents 12, D represents 13, E represents 14, F represents 15. So 0 to F and means 0 to 15, that is the count will be the 16. So hexadecimal number system, 16 symbols or digits, 0 to 9 decimal as it is, and A to F are the remaining 6 digits and their values. Next, see finally the number system. Decimal number system base value is 10, binary number system base value is 2, octal number system base value is 8, hexadecimal number system base value is 16. So whatever number we write inside, so based on the base values we are going to say that number is in particular number system. If number contains base value 10, then it is in decimal number. If the number contains base value 2, the number is in binary. If the base value is 8, the number is in octal. The base value is 16, the number is in hexadecimal. Like this, based on the base values, we are going to decide which the number is in which number system. Next, one more important topic here. In decimal number system, 1, 2, 3 base 10 can called as 123 or 123. You can call like this. But in octal and hexa number system, the same 1, 2, 3 can be called as 123, not as 123 or 123. What is the reason? Because in decimal number system we have specific quantity for each position, so like units, tens, hundreds. That's why we'll call 123 or 123. But in octal we don't have any specific quantity for each position. That's why we are calling as 1, 2, 3, and we should call as like that only, not 123 octal number, 1, 2, 3 base 8, like that we have to specify. So very important point this is. And this is what about number system and their base values. Thank you.